Alright. Who's ready for a brutal, bloody brawl? I am, and that's why we're on Cicada. Short map, small map. A lot of violence. About 8 clicks in between the points. Some open sight lines. A little bit of cover. Well, a lot of cover kind of spread around, but it's a lot more bare bones than you might think. Got some returnees. Quiz, who I think has shown up in the most videos out of anyone. Period. Well, except for me, obviously. Beat my record, idiot. Archon of Evil. There's been a few. Oh, okay. I guess we're going. Everyone's fucking ready. There were a couple players on the OSP team as well, who we're dropping down with. Hello, OSP team. We got a tug, nipple gun, and fighting a Cella with 3 450s, and some point defense. Hello. Internet Explorer is the other guy who's bringing tug spam. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a second. So we got an OSP, center of the fleet, and then a bunch of frigates with a Bellbird, a Pinpoint, a Grazer. Oh, different ones. Okay, we got some with blackjacks. So a lot of 250 guns. Just getting guns to target, I guess, is the way this is being designed. I'm not sure. All right, let's look at this fucking frig blob. Okay, so some all have C-53s on the nose, which are the 250 casemates. Some have some of these roll-off missiles. www. And we got some illuminators, we got some dazzlers, we got some jammers, we got some point defense floating around, although definitely not enough point defense. And a lockup radar. Oh, this is a weird fleet. Comrade Silver, please tell me you brought something that I can actually make sense of. Yeah. 3 bulkers with 450 broadside casemates and a pair of Bloodhound tugs. Cool. That's a fleet I understand. That's something I can look at and say, yes, I can actually maybe guess at what this player might be doing, because he's not completely unhinged. And we got roll-off monitors. Oh, yeah. Bunch of roll-off monitors. 100. A lot of missiles on them, too. Okay. Archon of Evil coming in hot with a Solomon. Oh, yeah. Big guns. Got a beam on the backpack. Some big guns. And Stonewalls out the wazoo, as well as Auroras out the wazoo. Very interesting. 4 Stonewalls, 5 Auroras. Very odd build. How did you get the electricity for this?
The enemy is securing zone.
I don't know. Cheating, probably. Confirmed hacker. Sorry. Amazing. And more Auroras on this. He is really worried about OSP hybrids. Like, really worried about OSP hybrids. Which is interesting, since the OSP don't have that. The signal? The balls device.
The enemy secured zone comment.
It's being brought. Okay. Just a lot of frigates with stuff on them. Man, this is a frig blob. Guns, point defense, a little bit of everything. A couple missiles, spotlights, floodlight, illuminator, and spotlight. Some jammers, some E-War. This is kind of the ultimate support fleet here. We'll see. Hopefully he actually does support and doesn't just fly off on his own and do his own thing. Fortunately, the one upside to Cicada, there's already fighting, it being so close, is that generally fleets stick together. People support each other more. It's more teamwork, which is important in a game like this. We got a pair of Yubnub destroyers. Interesting. Well, they do have beams on them, so I guess you can't call them full Yubnub. Yeah, very interesting setup. Well-rounded. Got torpedoes. Got Mark IIs. 24 chaff. It's gonna overkill. How absurd amount of chaff on these ships. I don't know why. Quiz already locked in his gun Axford. Got a beam destroyer with some point defense, and then a Rains with missiles and an illuminator. Already a fight happening. The tug fleet is laying into old Quiz here. I'm not really sure what he's doing with his ship right now. Looks like the frig blob is also getting shot at. And taking a lot of damage too, look at that. Barely 5 minutes into the game. Several of these ships have been wrecked-a-roonied. Not destroyed, not ruined, but certainly damaged. Ooh, speaking of certainly damaged. Solomon's under fire as well. Okay, Kuzco's ship finally getting bullets to target. Trying to get the Ocello. Not terrible angling on the Ocello, not amazing angling. Looks like it's going to be getting better. It's turning around. So this will be highly effective, at least for a little while. I need to exit out of that. Sorry, everyone. Just go out of that so we don't get pinged by it. Unprofessional, don't care. I'm a punk kid. This thing's taking a lot of damage. Looks like the frig blob has gotten behind cover. Haven't really been looking at the OSP ships because they haven't been getting shot that much. Well, this Ocello has, and it will continue to be. Oh my. Yeah, this team is taking the damage. Axe for its bow tanking, which is going to help with survivability. And these two are just a little too close together. They're going to get in each other's way a little bit. Good damage coming down on this Ocello, but not nearly as much as they're putting out. I'm surprised these tugs are able to put out much. I think the Axford's just going to make it behind this cover. Both fleets getting behind cover, actually. But now that this fleet is over here, what the hell are you going to do? This is the only rock to cover. Uh-oh. Their hybrids coming out. Yeah, y'all are illuminated. Ooh, 2 hits on this. And 1 over here. Not too much damage, but good damage. Oh my. That's overkill. That's a mince overkill. Wow! Well, that is a colossal waste, is what that is. I don't know what y'all were trying to do. But fucking failed. That's a whole lot of munitions just gone. Comrade Silver, very unhappy. I don't know if he's the one to fight. No, he's not. Presumably, you watched those missiles come out of the other guys. And just whoosh. Yeah, I mean, even this is just overkill. It's a sprinter, guys. Relax. Yeah, it's being illuminated. Bonk. And it's now dead, effectively. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't going to be doing anything useful anymore. Okay, let's go back down here into the real battle. Where did the, there you are. Still damaged. Not any more damage than when we left it, though. A little bit in the engines, because he's afterburning. Overthrusting. I can't... Flank speed! Flank speed! Alright, this ship has been forgotten. And is getting shot. Oops. Take me over to him. And this is also taking a fair bit of damage. Argon of Evil has left. It's just so many network problems today. There's like a disconnect every single battle, and I'm not sure what the deal is. Not sure what the deal is. Absolutely withering barrage of fire coming out onto the Zealous Defiance. Let's get the ship names. War continues to rage up top. Yeah, missiles have been fired at this destroyer team. Ooh, some hit. It looks like a lot hit. Destroyer team counter-battering with their own missiles. Oh my god. Quiz has been given more responsibility than he signed up for. I understand that feeling. Everyone just missile dumping everything they have. I think those Illuminators are going to catch the chaff. Yeah. Which means these might go after the chaff. Yeah. No? Maybe? Sort of? A little bit? Yeah, definitely, yeah. Good chat. Oh, not good enough, unfortunately. That's going to eat the brunt of those. And die. And this is going to eat a whole bunch as well. And not die, but be very close. Let's go see. Yeah, looks like the ANS missiles haven't really done that much. Back to the action. Back to the. No, please. I want to see things blow up. I love this chaff. A whole bunch go through the chaff, and I'm like, oh no. Some just miss. But it looks like pretty much all these are gonna miss. Actually, good. One turned around. Not gonna land. A lot of gunfire coming out. This frig blob just sitting in cover. Just kind of hanging out. They're moving out now. Get a good angle on this team. Well, maybe not. Who is getting the fuck shot out of them? It's you. Poor Quiz. Shot to pieces. By the Communist Party. That's how these things always tend to go. This destroyer team's kind of in bad shape. Wasn't really able to get any beam out. I don't think I saw a beam fire at all. Which is unfortunate. That's their main weapon. We're going to have to check on that in the AAR. They might have gotten one shot out from one ship. But even that's not good enough. It's, of course, going to slam to a rock. Or not. Okay. That's fine. That is a lot of jamming coming out. I don't. These, and they're getting... No, they're not getting hanged up. They're getting illuminated. These guys are getting hang-upped and jammed. Counter jamming going out. I appreciate all this E-War coming out of both teams here. Glad people are starting to get used enough to the OSP being in the game that they feel more comfortable with electronic warfare. Both Protectorate and Shelter players. Look at him go. Oh. Okay. I don't know. Communist Party continuing to dump huge volumes of their bullets into their opposing team. And while they may have made short work of this Axford, they're gonna struggle to do that much damage against a Solomon. Tug forces moving forward. Trying to finish off this beam team. They call it a beam team, but was it really? It's the only thing that has any beam health left, and it's not going to be able to get turned around to get that to target. This guy is pretty much given up at this point, which I can understand, considering what happened to him. Very brutal takedown. Solomon playing the game. Just chilling here, doing the cover bop. These tugs as well. I'm not really sure what they want to do. This team knows exactly what it wants to do. It wants to hold W and murder things. Same with this team. Choose Never Win and Internet Explorer. Absolutely unhinged legends going forward and firing. And missiling as well. Does Cheetah still have... Oh yeah. Still has plenty of missiles. More than half of his missiles. For annihilation purposes. God. Completely absurd. Solomon taking fire, Solomon giving fire, but it is definitely taking more than it's given. Be pretty worried if I was the commander of this ship. Things are not safe at all for the ANS team. Taking a lot of damage. Very quickly. I'm ready to see some ANS missiles blow things up. I have no idea where these are going. Ah, Chaff is where they're going. Comrade Silver is left. Oh, he's also been DC'd. Networking problems. I guess today's just a fucking bad day to be recording. This is going to be my last match since this has been happening so much. It's unfortunate. I was really looking forward to just doing that for the rest of the night. Couple hits on this monitor team. The ANS team's own chat. Well, no, by now that would be OSP Chef. There's no way that would still be floating here. Doing work, getting those soft kills in. Polk has been downed. Quiz's ship. A missile hit. Oh my. Did that roast anyone up here? Nope. They are out of range. Solomon. Oh, looks like whoever got control of these noticed and has been handling them well. They're still, I mean, this is all they need to do. They don't really need any micro. They can just sit here and fire on the Solomon. And while they could be micro to dip behind cover and take less damage, this high damage output is quite good. It's quite good. I have no idea where these are going. Ah, they're going after this frig blob fleet. Of course, a lot of them are going into the freaking mountain. Because nobody knows how to properly manage their missiles. These are probably direct fires. Direct fire eliminators. So you can't do clever guidance stuff. This team has just not been participating. Really at all. It's just been sort of dipping behind cover and staying out of sight and occasionally firing a shot off. I was expecting this player to be much more aggressive because this sort of build is good at aggression. But that is not what has happened at all. 450s have switched to firing at the frig blob, which I think is a colossal mistake. Oh my, maybe I'm wrong. They can do damage, but they're better off doing damage at the Solomon. Here's an exploding ship. Cooking a fellowship. Oh, poor Stalin. Roasted by Mao. I think that's historically accurate, right? Of course, only 2 points have been taken. It has not been touched. They're an absolute brutal slobber knocker here. This freak team's gonna get waxed. Still some fire going after this guy? I have no idea how this died, by the way. I'm guessing just gunfire from the Solomon. That's the only thing I can think of. This team has also not really done much. It's a really aggressive build, but he's just sort of been playing around back here at the rear. Whole lot of these 200s coming down on the Solomon team. Unfortunately, this Beamer gonna eat all of them, or most of them anyways. which will, of course, kill it. But that does keep the Solomon safe. Safe and firing, or maybe not firing. Safe and ready to fire if anyone dares poke their head up. A lot of passivity out of the ANS team this time around. That's so many bullets out of just a bunch of ships just on one target. It's very silly. It's highly effective, obviously, especially against something like a Reigns. 250s will annihilate Reigns. Rainses? Nah, just Reigns. But, yeah. Counterfire, these aren't going to do anything. They're going to be taken out by the Bastions. These, however, if they're sighted in on the right target, they're not. Or maybe he's just taking out the support ships first. I mean, this is already pretty much dead. And now it's definitely dead. And it might not be a bad idea, because that'll mean less point defense for when they go after the Solomon. Because now the Solomon's by himself. I mean, this is technically alive. It's got an Aurora on the other underside, but it's not going to be doing anything meaningful. So this is kind of the last of the ANS fleet right here. Because this frigate guy has done nothing. He's just sort of retreated, got into cover behind this rock, and then just kind of fucked around back here. Everybody else played the game, and now he's been retreating and dying to these tugs. Monitors, oh, I want to see this land into this Axford. I've been wanting to see this land into this Solomon for a long time. I don't know if y'all heard that meow, but the cat is also very excited. She revels in war crimes. These aren't war crimes, this is just war. She revels in violence and death. Look at that. Oh my god. Everything's on fire. The reactor is critting. Almost everything is red. What isn't red is gray. And some of the engines are working and nice and green. He has no braking thrusters. He has very little forward maneuverability thrusters. A lot of the point defense is gone. The next volley out of these things, the next two volleys out of these things will take this out. Which is a clean victory for the OSP, a very clean victory for the OSP. They did not take much loss or damage. Like this little group of guys over here were the only team that was fighting. And Quiz got waxed kind of early. He was taking on a little bit more than he could chew, but Dill Pickle was just kind of fucking around. I guess he got surprised by monitors and missiles, but I don't know why he couldn't get his beams to target at all. And Blue Man was also just kind of fucking around with his little frigate team. Kind of weird. Archon of Evil, MVP. Oh, no, this guy dipped out. So Quiz, MVP. With Archon of Evil's ship. Cheetahs never win. The obvious MVP for the OSP team. He's able to just eradicate so many ships with his missiles. And while RMV, no. Internet Explorer, well... Yeah, Internet Explorer was doing a lot of damage as well with the guns and the missiles. It was that wall of Mark IIs into a team that didn't bring much in the way of Bastions that really won this game. Because those are what killed the Beamers. This also, I think, killed a couple of frigates. They definitely schwacked a few of these rear ships. And obviously they... killed the Solomon and his supports. About to kill the Solomon again. Oh my god. Okay, well, the Solomon killed himself. I was gonna get a cinematic view of these missiles coming in. I was not expecting to get blinded. Yeah, that's the game, folks. Ainus gonna take Alpha, but these frigates are gonna get cleaned up, and then this tag team will come and retake Alpha, and then this team can take Charlie. GG. Yeah, A&S team just did not output the damage, which is unfortunate. Some shots going into dead frigates just to make sure they're dead, I guess. So many bullets from so many different sources. RMV probably finally getting in to the fight, I should say. And Blue Man is gonna make us wait. Okay. That's kind of annoying. Hey, there he goes. Or no, he's just rendered. He's just booted. Rendered combat ineffective. Forcefully surrendered. Why are you being so mean today, kitty? Meow. That's what you sound like. Come on, I'm waiting for this AAR. There we go. Yeah, see what I'm saying about this frigate team? Just kind of not doing anything. 3k, 4k damage between the whole thing. Just floating around at the back of the point, the back of the map, and chilling. I mean, RMV did kind of the same thing, but did more damage because he was able to fight Quiz right at the start. Well, this did more damage than I was expecting. Probably could have done way more with this team, funnily enough. But he did just like chill for a long time. This was good, though. It was better than I was expecting. It was certainly better than his chilling counterpart. Dill Pickle, unused. Beams. That hurts. That hurts my soul. And I bet it hurts the soul of NAU Beamer players out there. This kind of hurts too. So does this. No AP? Really? Not against the Ocello? Not against the monitors? I guess this didn't have to fight the monitors. The monitors went around. That's just depressing. Poor Quiz's ships got annihilated. And just HE. Same question, really? No AP on the Ocello? Think of how much damage you could have done. You need that AP against the Ocello. You really do. It's got good armor when angled properly. And it's better to overestimate your opponents than underestimate them. So you should assume that they are angling properly. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, good game. The Communist Party had a good showing, but less than I would have expected, honestly. Another low damage match. I don't know what's going on with these. If people are bringing like fewer fleets or fewer ships and fewer components and more expensive things, I don't know. But there have been a lot of low damage matches lately out of both teams in a game. Because this team completely eradicated the A&S team. The OSP team just full killed almost every ship. But their damage numbers weren't that high. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Good night. Oh, before I stop, I'm setting up a Discord for games with viewers. I keep forgetting to plug this. Because some people wanted that. And if you are interested in that, and me casting you, there's a link for that in the description. I'm using an independent Discord because I didn't think it would be cool to just start hearing on the LFG in the main developer Discord. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm doing that, and this is the end of the video.